Alright guys, you're welcome to our next tutorial on object detection terminologies, and that will help us to understand deep learning papers, research papers in the field of object detection. I quickly want to give credit to the author of this book, Hands-on Convolutional Neural Networks with TensorFlow. He's a very good author that explicitly give good sense of most of the concept. So, evaluating detection, and that is intersection over union. We've already looked at this before, but this material uh, further reinforces some of the things I mentioned the last time. So this will be the part B of intersection over union. First is that you use it to evaluate your detection, and like we said before, it measures how well your model is able to draw the bounding box on the object correctly. So one important thing in machine learning, deep learning, is metrics. You always want a number that you can use to compare, to evaluate performance. So intersection over union gives us a number that can be easy to make comparison between various choices. So let's look at this diagram which explains it all. We have two bounding boxes, B1 and B2. So where there's an overlap between B1 and B2, that is the intersection. So here is the intersection, and the coverage of B1 and B2, that makes the union. So the intersection over union is calculated by the overlap divided by the union. Very simple. And this is an example of some of the IoU. Let's start with the excellent one on the right. This is very easy to understand. When the red matches the green almost completely, you see they fit in almost completely the same width and height, that is a very good IoU. Let's go to the bad one. You see here that the red covers completely the red is almost inside the green, which is very good, but the problem is the green is doing some extra work that is not needed. It's covering areas that we don't need. So the red is our ground truth. That is what we actually labeled in our data. The green is our prediction. That is what our model is drawing. So our model is doing a good job covering almost all the places in the red that we want covered. But you will see that in addition to that, it's doing things that we don't need. So we penalize that, just like a negative marking. You see this concept in most metrics in machine learning, where you have recall and precision. You will see here that the recall is very high, so the model was able to get almost every area of the ground truth, but it's not precise. It's doing some other work that we don't need, and because of that, it's having a low performance. So you see this often. So usually when the IoU is greater than 0.5, we say that the detection is good enough and that they match. That's a true positive. 0, like we said, means doesn't work. IoU of 1 is the ideal case, and this has several implementations. You can see in Python, the non-vectorized one, and You also have the implementation in TensorFlow. It will be an interesting thing to implement this in PyTorch ourselves. Uh, all right, so that's all for today. Uh, Thank you for listening and see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.